On the night of Friday, 13th June 2025, terror swept through Yelwata, a quiet farming border town in Benue State, Nigeria.
Unprecedented and unprovoked, that's how locals describe the brutal onslaught that has left Yelwata reeling.
Let everyone at home and abroad know that there is war at home. There is war, there is genocide going on in Benue State and in Nigeria.
This is genocide.
So you can still do that right now. Let's learn from these people while we pray for them. All right, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you for clicking. If you are new, my name is Lillian. Definitely, I was going to talk about the Yelwata's crisis in Goma local government area, the area of Benue State. I do not know where to begin from, guys. Trust me. In 2009/2011, I was living in Abuja, and my landlord happened to be a thief man from this particular village. And when this crisis started, then as far back as 2009, it was like something that is fun, okay? And I remember being worried for them. I'm like, you people going to continue like this? You know, back then, war for thief people used to be like fun thing. Before I even get into the gist, let's take a look at some of the videos I could find, and then we will get to the other part of the video. Stay tuned and give it a like.
Unprecedented and unprovoked, that's how locals describe the brutal onslaught that has left Yelwata reeling. For at least 4 hours last Friday, gunmen laid siege to this village, shooting, hacking, and setting corpses ablaze.
They came well prepared, shooting anyone in sight, barely managed to escape.
But his 5 children and 2 other relatives were killed and burned right here. It's the deadliest assault in the region this year. State authorities put the official death toll at just 59. But village officials say they've recovered and buried at least 170 bodies so far. Right behind me, inside this house, lie the decomposing bodies of at least 10 people, still unburied. Locals say some of them had fled from another village, seeking safety here. Instead, they met a tragic end. The reason behind the attack is unclear, but Benue State has long been a flashpoint for violence over grazing land between armed herders and local farmers. Years of conflict have claimed thousands of lives. Just last month, at least 40 people were killed in another district. The latest massacre has forced thousands, especially women and children, to flee the village.
Let everyone at home and abroad know that there is war at home. There is war, there is genocide going on in Benue State and in Nigeria.
This is genocide. To people who are not fighting, people who are just ending their life from their peasant family. Why would you massacre them? For what?
Nigerian authorities have condemned the killings and launched special operations to track down those responsible. On Monday, Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, admitted that insider sabotage within the military may have enabled the attack. For many here, protecting their community is priority, whatever the cost. Timothy Obiezu, TRT World, Yelwata, Benue State.
Alright, so I am live in Yelwata in Benue State, where the attack took place yesterday that claimed the lives of over 200 persons, the herdsmen attack. Now, what my eyes have seen, my mouth cannot speak unless you will see it by yourself. So please follow me with the camera. Now, if you notice something, you can see the smoke still coming out because everywhere was burnt. Please take the camera around. Now, let me show you this thing. Please, this video is very sensitive, so it might be very disturbing for you. So a warning is on the video. Thank you. Now, these are human beings. This is a child that was burnt to ashes. This is another one. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. Please. This is number 4. This is 5. This is 6. Now look at the skull of this one. This is 7. These are their bones. These are children. that were burned in this place. As I am counting now, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in this room alone. Look at their bones. Look at their bones. Please zoom in these bones. These are bones. Now in this room again. This room again.
In the night.
Yes.
Then it started raining. So we were indoor. Then at about the time now, then the husband, Fulani men, just came nowhere. They started with hunting us at the police station over there.
Yeah, at the police station. That's where it started.
Yes. They knew very well that the police station are there and that they are wearing arms, preparing for whatever that will comes. Okay. Then from there,
did they chase the policemen away?
No, the policemen were there to attack them. They did their job.
They did their best.
Their best. Then from there, knowing that okay, they have attacked them fully there, then another group was down here without the notice of the policemen. Then they started opening the door from one door to another. They were with many weapons. They break the door. While entering into the door, into the room, they will pour the fuel and then
light fire.
And then that is how it started. And we are hopeless. And what you have seen here now, a lot of people that die in our community is unexpected. We do not believe that such will happen in our own area, such will happen in our own town. Because we were thinking that the government is there for us. But around 10:45 p.m., there was no security to come to our aid. It is our community youth
that stood
up for this. We were hopeless. From 10:45 p.m. it started. You can come inside.
Oh God. Go inside.
Yeah. Just give space.
Please.
Just go. If you're not go, turn around and see.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I want to give you that will take nothing. There's nothing I want to give you that will take nothing.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
There's nothing I can replace what
You're too kind. Too kind.
So when this thing started, then in my landlord's village, it was like a joking thing, you know. Them and the henchmen will attack themselves, they will attack each other. If you are familiar with thief villages, the typical thief villages, you will know that they don't really build houses like that. They build these huts. So they do that. You can easily if you set it on fire, before you know it, they'll come back and rebuild again. So it was something like Tom and Jerry kind of thing. Little did they know that one day it will grow to become what it is today. Now, when I see people politicalizing these killings, I kind of wonder, why do we do that in Nigeria? This thing has nothing to do with politics. It's nothing political. Now, since that time till now, we have had Jonathan from the PDP. We have had Buhari. Now we have Tinubu now. To be honest, this is not the first time that these people are being unalived like this. Just that this time around, we have people like the very dark black man. Otherwise, I don't think it would have even made it to the news. So it has been around since 2009. My landlord stopped going home. Someone that used to go home all of a sudden no longer goes home. Now I'm talking about way back, as far back as 2009. This thing have been happening. Jonathan came, he couldn't resolve it. Buhari came, he couldn't resolve it. Now Tinubu is here, nothing is still being done. To be honest, it's a very difficult topic to talk about, but I do know that this issue have been around for quite a while. You see, my people would have been victim too by now, if not for God. When I visited my ex village, and then he was talking about how the henchmen destroyed his village and how they unalived a lot of people, everything that happened between them, or how, thief people fight war very well. If you know, you know. Luckily for me, it was time for me to visit my own village too. So when I got there, and I went to the village head, and then I told him everything that had been happening in other places. And let me tell you something. Now, if you still have henchmen in your community, don't just go and attack them, kill their cow, send them away. Don't do that, okay? Use this method that I use. I went to tell the community leader, and the man, being a man that listened, I told him what the Fulani people have done to TV people in Benue State, and I'll ask him if you have collected any money from him, from the Fulani men, ensure to give it back to them and tell them to go in peace. Because already by the time I go home, the Fulani people and Ukele people, my village, they have started having problem. Oh, you go there, the cows are eating their cassava, they are eating their rice. You hear that Fulani people are fighting. This one is fighting with this one. So I knew that we're sitting on a time bomb. So when I told the man, he listened to me. He invited the head of the Fulani men and then handed over the money back to him and told him he should organize his people. They should go, that we cannot partner with them for now, that we are struggling. The only means of livelihood in that village is agriculture, and as they can see, we do not have any support from the government, so they should go. That was how the Fulani men collected their money back from the village head and left, took all their cattle and left. That was how God saved us. Because if you allow them there for long and they enjoy the result of the grazing, they see how their cattle are doing, they enjoy it, they wouldn't want to go. And by the time you forcefully force them to go, they are coming back to revenge. You see, Fulani people, they are very revengeful. They are nice people, but very revengeful. So if you have them in your community right now, to avoid getting to where these people are right now, and I lie, this is not the end, except, I don't know, the intervention of God. Fulani people, they don't deal with somebody one day. It's a lifetime thing for them. So please, if you still have them in your community, don't go and kill the cow, don't go and burn their houses. I'm seeing some videos, people burning the Fulani houses. Don't do it. It's not the best way to go. Go to your leaders, because everywhere you see these Fulani men, they have given money to your leaders. This is a truth that people don't want you to know. Ask your leader, have you collected money? If they say yes, tell them to return the money to the Fulani henchmen and tell them to go. That was what I did. And I'm happy that my people they're saying no. They don't want cattle in my place. They don't want it. So you can still do that right now. Let's learn from these people while we pray for them. This is all I have to say in this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.